Okay, so you were talking to me before, before we started this and everything, and you were talking to me about your journey a little bit, the spiritual journey and all that stuff. And can you go into that just a little bit before this came about? What the philosophy was behind this eventually led you here.
Essentially, my whole life, ever since I was a child, I didn't feel, and I know a lot of people feel this way, I didn't feel like I kind of fit in, like I was good enough, like I needed to, people needed to like me, like I was just a little different, And I think that's a lot of people. And, growing up ever since I was little, we get into the habit of, like, we don't know how to, I don't think we're very much taught how to deal with that. And I think
it's true.
Basically what happens is we try to fit in, and we don't know what it is to be ourselves.
Yeah.
And we don't, and we find things, we find outlets. Like for me, I'd either try to be this, try to be that, and I was never okay with me. And school never taught me how to be okay with me. My parents unfortunately didn't know anything about that,
Yeah.
And, growing up like we all grow up, we all have different situations and different things that happen to us. But to be uncomfortable like that when you're a child, we never learn to be comfortable with uncomfortability. So we try to get comfortable. And in society, I believe that we live in a comfort society. So that being said, we'll look for different comfort things. And for me, it was either trying to please somebody, which was not me, or trying to fit in and be somebody else that I definitely wasn't, or trying to find different outlets that made me basically numb my mind, because my mind was telling me things that weren't true. It was telling me you need to fit in, nobody likes you, you're not good enough, go here, do this, do that, this person feels that way, this person feels that way, and that might not be true. So inevitably my outlet my whole life, and I did different things, led me to a path where school was never a problem with me.
Yeah.
I was always good in school, and, things intellectually were never hard for me.
Yeah.
So I ended up going to college, and I got an engineering degree, and then I got a master's degree in biomedical engineering, and then I actually went to medical school, and then ended up getting a master's degree in clinical exercise physiology, which is basically I can train or work with anybody in an exercise capacity that has any medical condition, any disability, any sports injury, anything like that. When it comes to them leaving physical therapy or coming here after cardiac rehab, they can come here with any disease dysfunction, and we would be able to train them safely here. So that's what I did, because I figured, the human body is amazing.
Yeah.
It wants to heal you. What can you do to help the body, assist the body in being healthy physically, mentally, and spiritually? So I went on that path, but unfortunately, what happened to me was I had slipped working a side job, and I had injured my back, and they had put me on painkillers at that time.
Okay.
And long story short, through those painkillers, I ended up being reliant on them, and it caused me to go into too many painkillers and too much drinking. Which long story short, it ended me going down a long road of being homeless and fighting those things. And what I realize now is I was just doing those things because I wasn't comfortable with me.
Yeah.
And I was anxious all the time, and I was trying to control my mind, okay? So I went through a long spiel, and I ended up back in Cleveland here, and, a dark path. And that's okay with me. I would never change anything in my past, because it's made me and led me to the path of the man I am today. So what it showed me, though, was that how many people are struggling with these issues.
Yeah.
So I ended up homeless on the streets of Cleveland, and I couldn't tell you how many hospitals I've been in and how many times I flatlined, okay?
Wow.
And I remember one time I flatlined, and I was like, this is it. If this is what you want from me, I'm ready to go. And then, there was nobody in the room. Not one person came to check on me, because they thought I was just an addict.
Yeah.
And I remember hearing the flat line and going out, and then I woke up 5 seconds later, no one's still in the room, and I was fine. I walked right out of the hospital.
Wow.
And from that time on, I remember being homeless in the winter in Cleveland and crawling on my hands and knees. I had nothing.
Yeah.
And I don't remember, but I ended up at some monastery downtown in Cleveland. I don't even know where it was at. Somebody opened the door, and a spiritual, I'm not going to mention any names, a spiritual master dragged me in, and he taught me.
Yeah.
I spent some time with him. And from that time on, I was spiritually awakened to different things, on how my mind was controlling me. And so from that time on, I decided that, I'm going to go into this field, and it's not all about physicality. It's about spirituality and what we can do with both of these things to get good balance in life. And spirituality isn't religion. There's so many of those. Spirituality to me is anything that brings you outside of your mind and gives you peace and more that's going on in your head. So I decided to do two things: open a facility that kind of dealt with that physically, spiritually, and good balance mentally. And actually, I'm writing a book on this. It's called The Monkey Mind, A Spiritual Guide for Daily Living. And what that is I still, for 15 years, I go into treatment centers, helping men, abuse centers, treatment centers, homeless shelters, helping men and women and talking to them about why they do the things they do.
Yeah.
And if we can get some grip on our minds and go a little bit outside of our minds and go a different route to control what's going on up here. So if somebody tells you you're out of your mind, I say, you're right, I am.
It's good.
I don't want to go in there. I have about 12 monkies that live in there, and they tell me different things that aren't true. So basically, I started on the spiritual path, which was good, and I opened a couple different facilities. And what led me to here is, this is called Hit to Fit. People get scared about that because they think it's high intensity interval training. But really, what it is, it's about harmony. That's the H. It's about, harmony. It's about intrinsic, inside. Go inside, get some harmony, get some interval stuff, get some routines, and train like that physically, mentally, spiritually. We help all families here. We're the only facility that lets children in. Children work out here. We're private. You got to knock to get in here. We're COVID safe. This whole facility was built around things to make people comfortable and to better them in life. So this journey has been very unique. And of course, COVID took its toll on us. And we opened this new facility here. And if we build it, they will come. I know that. So basically, that journey led me to what I do today. And what I also got into, it saved my business, was the golf.
Yeah.
Okay, I was a golf instructor for a long time, but what I noticed is after COVID, more people ended up going into the golf, about 5 times as many. And I believe the reason for that is because you're able to be outside in nature, and golf is everything against your mind.
Yeah.
So I added golf to the facility here because golf is patient. Golf teaches you to step back, less for more, swing easier, softer hands, be patient. It's a very good thing even to teach your children. It's a very spiritual. It's probably, to me, I played a lot of sports, the most spiritual sport there is.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's everything against your mind. Whatever your mind tells you is probably wrong. So
it's true, and it's hard to figure out for somebody who's never done it like myself. It's like this is a whole other different thing to think about.
And part of that is because you can't figure it out.
Yeah.
You need to be taught.
Yeah.
And I'm a good teacher because I am a good student.
Yeah.
I wake up every day, I know nothing. Take the K off, I know everything because maybe what you know is not right.
Yeah. So
I learn everything from whether we're training people here, whether I'm teaching students in golf. I learn everything. I learn so much from each individual. I mean, the greatest thing I ever learned is I have a lot to learn.
Yeah.
And I never know that much. I try to wake up and say, I don't know anything today. Let me learn something today. And then you learn so much from each individual, unique person about their lives, about what they're struggling with. What's going on the outside in their lives usually reflects what's going on when they come in here because they want to look good and swing better and look good on the outside. But inevitably, that really never happens until you fix your insides, okay?
Yeah.
And there's no outside solution for an inside problem. So this is kind of like a facility that's an inside job, kind of uniquely.
I like that. No, that's exactly right.
Kind of secretly and uniquely, but what we want everybody here to do is to get balanced in life. We're in an unbalanced world right now. The world is upside down.
Yeah.
So we want to be right side up. But I tell everybody, sometimes you have to fall to pieces to find peace. And sometimes you have to be upside down to see that it's okay to be upside down because you were never right side up. All right, so it's a different way of thinking because you don't think. Maybe you think too much. Maybe your mind is in the way and you need to think less and you need to be in the now. And let me explain this for everybody that's listening to this. There's 86,400 seconds in a day. That's 86,400 nows. If you take the K off a no, you get now. How many nows do we miss by living in the then and there? You come to the train, stay in the now. Let's do what we need to do now, not worry about tomorrow or where you were in the past. Maybe you look good and felt good and you're guilty because you let yourself go during COVID. So what? You can't change what happened in the past. Let's come into the now. It doesn't matter. It matters where you are now. Wait for it. It's the next now. Wait for it. It's the next now. Let's continue to now what we need to now. And then those accumulation of nows will bring you into the now.
I like that,
and you'll be where you be, okay? And you are who you are, okay?
Yeah.
We need to stop trying to be who we aren't. We're all good and bad people inside of our heads, okay? We're all one stone's throw away, one bad decision away from something bad, okay? So if we can control that and just be a better you, best part of you is only one of you in the whole world.
Yeah.
I can be a better me, you know? We're good and bad. We have things going on in our mind. I call monkeys. I call monkeys in our heads, okay? It's the monkey mind principle, and that's what I'm writing my book about. If we can just control a little bit of that daily and get some peace and do the things we need to do to be healthy, foods, exercise, get a little spiritual stuff like maybe some golf, things that you don't think you can ever do, okay? Maybe we could throw some of that into our lives. We can load up the spiritual side too. And the physicality and spirituality control your mentality, and wow, good things start to happen because you start worrying less, stop being so fearful, stop being so guilty. All the things that accumulate in our past, that accumulate in our head and control us.
All the shame and everything. Yeah.
Yes, and we're so down. Never look another person, look down. Always look them in the eye.
Yeah.
Because you're no better, no less than. We're in the same planet, same room. We're here. We're here. That's the now.
Yeah.
We're presently
In the now.
present in the here.
Yeah.
Stop being, I don't want to be holy, okay? I'm studying to be a priest. I don't want to be holy. I want to have holes in me. When you have holes in you, you can pour out amongst people, okay?
Oh, that's beautiful.
We need that. I don't want to be that person. I want to be the small man. It's a great man is not a great man because he does great things. A great man is a small man because he does small things that make people great. Right?
Make a big difference.
And we need to start. It's a whole nother way of thinking because you don't think. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I guess my goal in life is to help as many people as I can because so many people are suffering because of COVID. So many people are suffering in their minds. So many people believe things that aren't true.
Yeah.
In their heads. And what I say is, stop worrying about that. Let's not worry about tomorrow when we have today's food to eat.
Yeah.
We're worrying about tomorrow's meal. What about today? And people struggle with motivation and really coming to, I'm not going to come work out. I'm not going to go to the gym because I haven't done it in, 6 months. Well, not doing anything is an addiction too.
Yeah.
That can be
it's comfort.
That you get into a pattern and a routine of that too. And how to break that pattern, how to break bad habits is repeated bad habits get broken by repeated good habits.
Yeah.
And the hardest part is getting started. And how do you start? You don't live in the then and there. You live in the now. That's how you start, and that's what we're good at. We're good at jump starting you, like a car jump starter,
Yeah, like a car
jumper
battery.
cables. What we do is jump start you, motivate you, get you on the path. We can't take your journey for you. We can't, okay? But we can guide you on your journey and lead the way, okay? We know the way, we go the way, we show the way, and we get out of your way. It's your journey, not ours. We're going to take you and guide you on that journey, and then ultimately, everybody has different, unique things that work for them, and we find what works for you. Not what works for me, because maybe something different works for you.
Yeah.
But what we're very good at is tweaking things that work for you, how to motivate you. You make your own appointments here. We don't. We're here when you need us to be. We're not a gym. We're a private facility, COVID safe, that you come to and you make your own appointments. You make your own schedule. We're here when you want us to be here.
Holy shit.
Make your own schedule. We do all nutrition and meal stuff here for free.
Yeah.
It's all free. Because in this world, spiritually, you shouldn't be charging for learning how to read ingredients, learning how to eat, learning how to harvest and gather food, okay?
Yeah.
How to go out to eat. You shouldn't be charged for that.
Yeah.
You should inevitably, intrinsically, learn how to do that from somebody so that the rest of your life you can do that. Don't have to count calories, portion food, all this stuff that makes us crazy in our heads because we don't know how to do anything because we don't know everything. So when we teach you how to know it, you now for the rest of your life, and then you start knowing what to do. And you get off the path a little bit, everybody does, but you know how to get back on the path intrinsically right away. So that I give everybody cheat days and cheat meals because you deserve them. You need them, okay?
Yeah.
Food is food. We like food. We don't do that here, okay?
Yeah.
You need those, and you need not to be so structured and so hard on yourself and so like, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. When we teach you, listen, it's okay to cheat sometimes. We'll teach you how to do that, okay? There's so many different foods and good things out there that you have no idea what's out there, and we teach you where to shop, where to go, how to read ingredients, how to get some of this good stuff, how to get the poisons out of your body, okay? And we're not certified dietitians, okay? Listen, I'm a sports nutritionist, okay? We don't have that here, okay?
Yeah.
Because I have many people that come in here that come from there, and they're told the wrong thing.
It's true.
Okay,
it's true.
So we just guide
Harsh
you.
reality,
We guide you, and how do we guide you? We have 1,000 before and afters here.
Yeah.
1,000.
Some are right here. Yeah.
1,000 before and afters of people working out twice a day. We help them with food, and we help them spiritually, and they look like they do.
Yeah.
And they only work out twice a week, 2 half-hour sessions a week.
Jeez.
And they wonder how we can do that. Well, we can do that because less for more and smarter, not harder. You do not have to kill yourself like that, okay?
Yeah.
There's 168 hours in a week. You give us 2 half-hour sessions. That's 167 hours to live your life, okay?
Wow.
Who can't do that? If you can't give us an hour of your time, then you need to change your schedule, because that hour is to invest in you and your future and your family, okay?
Yeah, and it's just
of course, you
an
got to
hour.
do some cardio stuff on your own, and you got to work on your food, okay?
Yeah.
And we're not in your refrigerator when you're at home, and we're not saying, don't do this, but we guide you, okay?
Yeah.
And some people struggle with that because some people are very addicted to foods, but we teach you alternatives that taste just the same. But your taste buds are so used to that stuff that you are addicted to it, you don't know. But once you get it out of your body, you're like, oh, I don't even want that anymore. And your body rejects it as poison because you didn't even know it was, okay?
Yeah.
So that being said, we teach you all that stuff. We have all that. We have the only belly dancing class in the whole state.
Yeah.
Okay. Belly dancing is very spiritual. It's our most popular class on Monday nights at 7, and you know, she brings the bells. You put them on your waist, and
awesome.
a lot of women do it. It's a good.
Do you do
workout. You know what? I would be the only guy. I wanted to many times. But,
Yeah.
You know,
Maybe one time.
but that's going to happen eventually.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we have that. We have Zumba here. We have classes here. We have group training. We have individual training. We really focus on families here. Kids can come here. They can't come anywhere else. Our insurance covers it. You make
Wow.
your own schedule
That's
here.
amazing.
You can come in here and do cardio anytime you want if you're part of our training program here.
Yeah.
Anytime you can come in and do cardio for free. You just can't use the weight facility because of insurance. But in cardio, you
course.
can do for free when we're here. You make your own schedule. And we're very unique. And there is nothing like this I have never seen. Okay?
Well, me neither. No, I really haven't. It's especially the level of care that you put into the training. You know, the fact that you allow people to make their own schedule. Like, there's just some things here and there that don't exist in other gyms. Kids can come here. That's amazing. I've never seen that. Yeah, they call you with their schedule, and it's twice a week. That's ultimate service, isn't it? You're not going to get that anywhere else, really.
Man, you really get the individual attention and help.
Oh,
that
it's
you deserve.
beyond that,
I mean,
yeah.
And
Yeah.
we do a lot of things that, people always say, listen, you're crazy. You should be charging for the food. You should be charging for postural corrections. You should be charging for people just coming here doing cardio. And I say no.
It's not the
Why?
point
We don't
of it,
have
yeah.
annual fees. We don't have, maintenance fees. We don't have all that stuff that, you get
Most
hit with
would.
at some of these places, and they
Yeah.
don't tell you those things. We don't even do contracts here. We do commitments based on your short-term goals.
I love that.
And we don't use outside billing companies. I don't like anybody doing that, okay? I work
Yeah.
individually with customers, okay? And of course, sometimes we'll get the bad end of that deal, okay? But you know what? The next person always comes in line that needs to be here, and we give them the opportunity, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, today I'm sitting down with you more on you called me.
I did.
I didn't even know how you got my number, but spiritually, this is how things work out.
Yeah.
Okay, because COVID had hit us hard, and the golf thing had helped our facility immensely stay open. And a facility like ours, that's the only one uniquely to the whole state, maybe in the whole country.
Yeah.
We stayed open somehow. We stayed open, and we.
Meant to be, though, for some reason.
I just always said in my training, I still don't take a paycheck. I haven't taken a paycheck in years, okay? Because I don't want my employees to lose their jobs.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'd rather have them work and do what we need to do for people. And trust me, if you do the right thing spiritually and help people, you're going to be okay, period.
I like that.
And
I like that.
there's the monkeys in my mind. We're like, oh, we're going to close. We're losing this. We're losing that. You know what? And I
All the
just had to tell them to
voices.
stop and listen. It's going to be okay.
Yeah.
But even me, I struggle daily with that kind of stuff. And I have to do my practices daily. And that's why I'm writing this book. It's a spiritual meditation book, a daily meditation.
Yeah.
I'm writing it because I want something daily that you could flip open to this day and say, listen, let me read this.
I need this.
And it's going to be, the first paragraph's going to be, I have over 5,000 inspirational quotes that have been written through me.
I love that.
Okay, so it'll be a spiritual quote, what that means, and a practice for that day. What you can do to help yourself, And if you could flip open and read something like that in the morning,
Yeah.
just to get your day started, because who knows what's going to hit you today? We don't know.
No.
Nobody knows. We just have to know everything, so we don't know what's going to hit us today, okay? The world can be upside down and crazy right now. People's crazy have crazy. People's insanity have insanity. We can get out of our minds very, very easy, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So what we need to do essentially is the only thing we can ever control is yourself. I
real.
can't control you.
No.
I can only control me.
Yeah.
But you know what? Our minds want to control other people. I can do that better than you. I can throw a football better than Baker Mayfield. No, I can't. I cannot.
Yeah.
But my mind will
Maybe
tell me
I'm-
why did he throw the pass, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Why did he throw the pass? But
Yeah.
I just need to silence this. It's okay to be still. It's
like
okay
that.
to breathe.
Yeah.
It's okay not to know. It's okay not to figure everything out, because The way I see it, I have monkeys in my head. They don't know how to add. So 2 + 2 = 8 bananas to them. So why am I trying to figure everything out with my mind? Okay, maybe there's no figuring. Maybe I need to stop worrying. And that's not being lazy. That's just saying, listen, just do what you need to do in the now, and stop worrying about what you got to do 2 weeks from now. Okay,
it's a legitimate solution.
I don't want to miss any more nows.
Yeah,
there's so many in today. You know, forgive me for the things I've done and failed to do. How many people have I walked past that I could have helped? You know what I mean? So let me just be presently present in the now, which is the present. And we're all given this opportunity, okay? And, you know, if you're listening to this and you even feel a little better and more peaceful, it's not me. It's not me. It's what flows through all of us.
Yeah.
We just don't know where to find it. And my job is to lead people to peace. Lead people to peace that lies within inside you, not me. I can't give you mine, buy it or sell it to you. You have your own. It's just covered up by a bunch of stuff that's sitting there in front of it. And you know what? I firmly believe this, that people, there's some powers that may be that know this, and they put things in our path to block us, okay?
Yeah.
So why not remove those things from your path and take the hardest journey that you've ever taken? And that's a journey inside yourself, okay, sometimes. And we're here for you on that journey. We're here. This journey's not easy, and sometimes you need a guide. I don't know, if I dropped you off naked in front of a forest and you didn't know how to survive, you'd want some kind of guide to show you how to build fire, right? To build fire and to stay warm.
That's
and to
true.
do, you know, you wouldn't wait. You would be like, I need to do this right now, right?
This. Yeah.
So you would get somebody, a guide, a forestry kind of person, which I'm not, to help you build a fire and to do the things you need to do. It's like an episode of Naked and Afraid, right?
That's true. Yeah.
So you need some help in doing this, right? Well, essentially, that's what we do here. We teach you how to build fire. And then hopefully you teach somebody else how to build fire. And then if a lot of people teach a lot of people how to build fire, we no longer have to buy fire.
Yeah.
We know how to build it ourselves, which lies inside of you. So ultimately, everything is set up here to do these things. Will we exist next year? I don't know. Who cares? I just now it.
You're just now.
We exist now. We're here for you now. If you decide to come here now, come here now. You know, don't wait for it. Come here now. There's a lot of places and there's a lot of facilities that say do it this way. You need to do it this way. You do it this way. Eat this food. Diet this way. Listen, we don't know anything. We know everything. And the only reason I know everything that we know here is because I have 26, going on 28 actually, years I've been doing this.
Wow.
Okay, and that's a lot of people that I've worked with. A lot of people that didn't work, things didn't work. But there's a certain formula that does work.
Yeah.
And we use that formula. You just plug your genetics into that formula, and you work on all those other things, and we help you with that. And that formula works.
I love it.
If you put you into that formula. Do you have to do some work? Of course you do. Do your monkeys in your head want to do any work? No, they don't want to do any work. But we should teach you how to do less work for more. 1 hour a week. Come see us.
That's
One
awesome.
hour, 2 half-hour sessions. Do your food, get some cardio in, live your life, be happy. Okay?
Wow. Yeah.
Be peaceful. Let me rephrase that. Happy is a feeling. Happy, sad, happy, sad. We're not happy 24 hours a day. Be peaceful. You know, have some internal peace with you. You know, I never met anybody who was happy 24 hours a day. We're all seeking to be happy, right?
But you can have that peace. That's
I want peace.
Still,
I don't want, you know what? I mean,
yeah,
I'm smiling. You know, happy is a feeling. You know, it doesn't mean you're happy or sad. You're happy or sad. I don't try to go. I've been to a lot of funerals where people try to be happy. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is peace is much better because feelings aren't facts. Peace and love are acts. Those are intrinsic things that are real, okay?
I love it.
And we live in a society sometimes that we don't even know what's real anymore. We're so scared. You know, we're so scared. Our body is designed to heal us, okay?
Yeah.
And we can't live in fear our whole lives, okay? So make yourself stronger. How do you do that? You're a physical person. I believe you're a spiritual person. And you got this mind that's just like there to like mess with you all the time.
Oh,
so
yeah.
do the other two things that help that. And stop sabotaging yourself. 2 against 1 is always better, I think.
Yeah.
2 against 1, spiritually, physically, spiritually. Get some, we're physical people. We're physical beings. Get some stuff that's good for you in there. Work on some other stuff that helps your mind. And go there, and then your mind will be okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And don't get this wrong. Spirituality is different for everybody, okay? And we're not going to tell you how to do anything. We're going to give you some advice and lead you.
I love it.
And then you find your way, and that's the biggest thing. You find your way, you know? You find your way, what works for you, and hopefully we can help somebody else do the same thing and have some peace, because you know what? There's too much sadness in the world right now, okay? Let's turn it into gladness. Let's be who we're supposed to be. Let's be who we're supposed to be, all of us. Be you. So what? So what? Some bad things happen, or you know what? You did this or did that. We all do those things. Be you. It's okay to be you.
Yeah.
When's the last time anybody told you not to change? 4 quarters is still a dollar bill.
That's true.
Be you. Be a better you, though. How do you be a better you? We help you be a better you.
Yeah.
Listen, physically, spiritually, help your mentality. Be a better you. Why not? Okay. You can always. Every day I can be a better me.
Yeah.
You know, we're all not going to be perfect. I'm perfect at one thing, Ian. I'm perfect at being imperfect.
Yeah.
Our food things are
we all.
imperfect here. I tell everybody, don't try to be perfect. Listen,
Yeah.
if you did this 80%, you're going to be good. Perfection.